Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this look right here and also a review on the Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice palette. So if you want to see my thoughts and how I created this makeup look, then please just keep on watching. So as always, I'm going to use my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Obviously, if you watch most of my videos, you know this is my absolute favourite primer because I use it like every single day. So I'm just going to put that on the outer half of my face, and then I like to put whatever's left in the centre. I don't like to put too much product in the centre just because I get really oily, and I feel like if I put too much in those areas, it just makes it even worse. So I like to put it on the outer half and then just drag whatever's left into the centre. So I've recently purchased the new Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is in the shade 2, but it's supposed to give your skin like a really nice dewy glowy finish. You can just use this, because there are different shades, you can just use it on its own. If you didn't want to wear like a lot of makeup but you still want it to be like even out the skin tone, a little bit more like fresher and dewy, then you can just use this, a little bit mascara, and then you're done. Or you can mix it into your foundation, or you can use it as a little bit of like a highlight on top. So yeah, I'm going to be using this. Yeah, this is in shade 2 light, sorry. Now it does come with like a doe foot applicator, so I'm just going to pop that on the back of my hand. But because I do get oily, I don't like to put this all over my face. I did the first time, and it looked really nice, but because I do get oily, it just looked a bit too oily when I like throughout the day. So I'm literally just going to pick some of that up and put it in places where I want to be more highlighted. So that's like the cheekbones and like round my temple area. I always like to put a little bit on my forehead and like to hug the eye and brow area. As you can see, it gives you like a really pretty like natural dewy skin look, which is what we want. This will be perfect for people with dry skin and find it difficult to sort of like get that dewy finish look to their skin. This just does that for you. I'm going to put a little bit on the brow bone as well. I'm literally just going to put it in those areas. I'm not going to put it down the nose just because that gets really oily for me. So I'm just going to try and avoid the places that do get oily. Now moving on to my base. For foundation, I'm going to be using my Born This Way Too Faced foundation. This is medium to full coverage, and this is in the shade Warm Nude. So I literally like to just take a few pumps and dot them all over my face. And I just do like 3 dots on my neck just so I can blend it down. Then to blend that out, I'm going to use my Morphe Y6 foundation brush. Now moving on to concealer, I picked up the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. Now this is a full coverage, anti-aging, waterproof concealer. I love the fact that it's waterproof because you know it's not going to budge, and if you get caught in the rain, you know your makeup's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to be trying this. This is in the shade Light. Now you really do not need a lot of this. Like a little really does go a long way. I'm just going to grab a concealer brush, and I'm just going to put the tiniest amount if it all wants to come out. Like, see that? Oh, that is actually way too much. If you can see, like that is too much. So anyway, I'm just going to grab that on my concealer brush, pick up some of this, and I'm going to put that obviously under my eyes, it is very, very full coverage. And I'm just going to spread that right the way across. So I'm dragging it quite far down just so it like highlights for me just a little bit. And take that up towards the temple area as well, just so it sort of like lifts the face. Then I'm going to go back to my Morphe Y6 just to blend that out. So I'm literally just pressing over the top. Look how good that is. You can clearly see the difference, like it's so good. Then to bronze up my skin, I'm going to use my Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. This is a cream bronzer and I absolutely love it. It's so good on its own if you don't want to wear a lot of makeup. Like this and the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter together would look so nice just on its own with a little bit of mascara. So I'm going to take this brush by Morphe, it's like a kabuki style brush. I'm just going to pick up some of the cream bronzer. I need to get some more. I use it all the time. It lasted me quite a long time, like little does go a long way. And I'm just going to press that on my cheekbone area. I'm not contouring, I'm more like bronzing the skin, so I'm putting it more on top of the cheekbone. Press that around my forehead area and like on the apples of my cheeks. Before I set my face, I'm just going to quickly prime up my eyelids with my MAC Soft Ochre Pro Longwear Paint Pot. Now I'm actually just going to grab this with my ring finger, just pick up some of that and just press that over the top and blend it out. I love this stuff, the Pro Longwear Paint Pots. They are so good, especially if you get oily lids. This just helps keep your eyeshadow in place all day long and it just does not budge. And then to set my lid and under my eyes, I'm going to use my RCMA Translucent Loose Powder. So I'm just going to pick up some of that and press that over the top. And I'm just going to blend out if I've got any creasing underneath. And then pick up a little bit more of that just to press that underneath, just so it sets all the creams. And then whatever's left on the brush, I like to just drag down. And then to set the rest of my creams, I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. This is in the shade Fair. For contour, I'm going to be using the same product that I always use because I absolutely love it. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. Now I'm going to grab the middle shade just on this Morphe angled brush, and I'm going to apply this on my cheekbone area to blend it right into the hairline at the back, and then drag whatever's left down. I'm not going to go too far, like you don't want to go right the way to the mouth, just sort of like bottom of the apple of the cheek. And I'm going to take that on the forehead as well. Again, right into the hairline, as close as you can. I'm going to grab a smaller brush. Now this is a really, really old Morphe one, but I love it for contouring my nose. I'm going to pick up that middle shade from the Shade and Light palette. Tap off the excess and contour my nose with this. I like to start right by the eyebrow and blend that across, like blend that right into the bottom of the brow, just so it creates like a really nice natural shadow. And then I just drag literally whatever's left on the brush. I don't add any more product, right the way down to the bottom. Now moving on to the eyes, my favourite part, and I'm so excited to be using this. For the eyes, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty palette. I got this for my birthday and I was so excited because I've wanted to get it for a long time. It's just so, like, look at all them colours. Oh, it's just so nice and I can't wait to use it. I'm not too sure on what look I want to be doing yet, but I know I want to use this blue. It looks more of like a royal blue on camera, but in person it's got like a greeny, acre kind of tone to it. Yeah, not too sure. Okay, so for my transition, I'm going to be picking up this browny orangey shade. So that's how much I've got on my brush. So it's quite a lot. Tap off a little bit of the excess and see how good the pigmentation is. So I'm just going to look down and I'm going to apply that in my crease. Right, I'm going to take this right into the inner corner of the nose, pretty much where we did the nose contour. So I'm going to blend that right into that. I'm just going to blend that up towards the bottom of the brow ever so slightly. So everything in the crease upwards, that's where I'm putting this shade. These are so nice, so easy to blend out. Like, I'm hardly putting in any effort to blend them out. Like, they're so like creamy and buttery, and how pigmented. Like, so good. Now, just using the same brush, I'm going to pick up this dusty pink shade. I absolutely love this. Such a pretty colour. Tap off the excess. And I'm going to apply this basically where we just applied that last shade, but I'm going to apply it more into the crease because I don't want to cover up that shade completely. So still taking it right into the inner corner, like nose, brow area kind of thing. And take it right into the outer corner. And then just whatever's left, I'm just going to drag and sort of like flick up just to help blend it into that first shade we laid down. This is just going to create a little bit more shape and dimension to the eye. Most of the time when I do a transition shade, I'll just end up covering it up. But this time I just want to be able to see that just on the outer edge, just so it fades really nicely. I'm then going to go ahead and grab this purple. It's kind of like a deep purple. And again, just to deepen that up just a little bit more, I'm going to apply this. So I'm going to apply it on the outer half of my lid. Just really sort of push that colour in and then slowly blend that into my crease as well. I can't tell you how easy this is to blend out. Like, all the shadows are exactly the same. Like, there's sometimes, because you've got to get like the pigmentation in some of the shadows, it becomes a lot harder to blend them out, but so far all of these are exactly the same. Like, they're so easy to blend out, so creamy and buttery. I just love it. I'm loving it so far. I'm going to grab a little bit more of that pink shade that we used and push that over the top just to sort of like warm it up a little bit because it's feeling a little bit cold. I mean, really don't know what I mean, but you know, just to give it that bit more of a warmer finish to it. Like, can you see, like, it's kind of like a cold colour, but then with the pink on top it just warms it up a little bit. I'm just taking this halfway because I'm going to do a cut crease, because I love a cut crease at the minute. Now, to do the cut crease, I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape. I'm just going to pop a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to use the concealer brush and pop that on both sides, like so. And then, I know I've told you 1,000 times before, but I like to run it along my lash line and stop where I want the cut crease to stop. And then I literally just fill that in just a little bit, like that. And then I look up, right up to the ceiling, and then I can see where it's going to transfer, and then I literally follow that line. Makes it so easy. And then I literally just fill it in. Then when I get to the edge, I just sort of try and flick it out, and then I just take my ring finger just to sort of blend that across. So it's like a really nice gradual fade. What I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the front of it. I'm just going to bring that right into like the inner corner of my eye. So that's where I want it to be, and then I'm just going to join that line together and then fill that in. And then again, to get rid of that harsh line, Just going to take my finger just to press over the top. And then what I'm going to do is grab some more of my RCMA and pick up some of that and literally press that over the top. This is just going to help me set everything, and then when I want to put like, I'm probably going to put like a shimmer over the top, so it's going to help me blend that so much easier because it's not sticky. I'm then going to go back to those two colours, and I'm actually going to like mix them together, the pink and like the purpley shade, and I'm just going to help diffuse that line even more by just pressing over the top. Literally pressing, I'm not going to like swipe over it, I'm literally dabbing. I'm then going to take a flat shader brush and dip into this white shimmery shade, and I'm just going to pop that right into the inner corner of my eye, just to sort of give that a highlight. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is so pretty. It kind of has like a purpley reflectant in it, like a lavendery kind of purple. It's so pretty. So I'm going to take that right up to that line, that cut crease line that we've just laid down. Yeah, it's got like a purpley tone to it. It's so nice. Love that. So I'm literally just going to put that right close to that line. I'm not going to take it all over my lid, literally just in the inner corner and then up towards that line. We're not showing up on camera as like a purpley reflectant to it, but there is kind of like a lavendery purpley tone to it, but I absolutely love it. I'm then going to grab it's more of like a coppery pinky tone shimmer, just using the same brush, and I'm then going to put that on my lid. So I'm going to take that right up to that line and just press that over the top, just to slightly bring it over, not completely. They almost look like glittery, but it's an eyeshadow. It's like so light reflectant. I'm hoping it's picking it up on the camera because it looks so nice. Now for the under eye, I'm going to grab into that brown transition shade that we used on our lid, and I'm just going to apply that on my lower lash line. I really want to use this like bluey colour, so I'm just putting this down as like a base and then blending it quite far down, and then just using the same brush I'm going to pick up this blue. I'm hoping it's going to be really pigmented. Colours like this are really hard to get like a good pigment out of them, so fingers crossed. Woo! I like it. I'm going to see if it makes any difference if I spray my brush with some Fix Plus. See if that makes any difference. It looks really nice, like it is very pigmented, but I'm just going to see if this actually brings out the pigment even more. Okay, yeah, I think it definitely does. You can see more of the shimmer in it, so I'm going to do that again to the other eye. It looks so cool. I love it. Love that blue. For eyeliner, I'm going to take this Morphe eyeliner. This is in the shade Dark Room, and it's just a black eyeliner, and I'm going to tight line with this. So I'm going to go right in there. Tight lining makes such a difference. Like, it completely changes the look. And then I'm going to put that in the inner waterline, but just halfway. I'm not going to go all the way across. So it feels like it closes my eye way too much, but I feel like if you just put it on the outer half, it sort of opens it up a bit more, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? I'm then going to curl my lashes before I put some mascara on. And for mascara, I'm going to be using this Max Factor High Definition Mascara in the shade Black. Now this is waterproof, but I'm loving waterproof mascara at the minute just because I'm not wearing lashes, haven't been wearing lashes for quite a long time, and when I curl my lashes and put just like a normal regular mascara on, they just sink and it's like I've never even curled them. But when I curl them and put a waterproof mascara on, it holds and sets, so it like stays all day long, which I absolutely love. So that's why I've been loving waterproof mascara, because it just holds them in place. So before I highlight, I'm going to spray my face with my MAC Fix Plus. Now this is the pink light edition, and it has like some pigment in there, so it makes your skin look really like dewy and healthy. So you got to shake it up really well, because it all gets stuck to the bottom like that. I like to basically drown my skin in it. And then for highlight, as always, I'm going to be using my Carly Bible palette and pick up the pink highlight. I'm using the 105 Luxe Highlight Brush by Zoeva. And this is the first time me using this brush, so interested to see how it turns out. Okay, yeah. Love this brush, so soft. Like, you need a good, soft, fluffy brush for a highlight because it just blends it out really nicely. May have put a little bit too much on, but you know, oh well. I'm just going to take that down my nose as well. And also on my Cupid's bow. I can't not do a nose highlight and a Cupid's bow highlight. Like, it's a must. Then lastly, for lips, for lip liner, I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Surprise Me lip liner, and I'm going to line my lips. And then for lipstick, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Valentine lipstick. And I'm just going to apply that in the centre, just to create sort of like an ombre. No, hate that lip. It was too pink. I'm now going to take this Morphe lip liner in the shade Backseat Love. And again, line my lips. And then again, I'm going to go in with the Valentine lipstick. I feel like it's the best combination. It's less pink. Whereas this one is like quite, it's not really showing up on camera, but it is quite pink. And then this one's a bit more of a nude. Like, it's got more of a brown tone. This one's got more of a pink tone. So this is the final result. I'm so pleased how it turned out. I absolutely love it. And I am officially obsessed with the Fenty palette. Like, even the packaging is so nice. It's got my fingerprints on it, but ignore that. It just looks really, really expensive, and I just love the fact that it's all like shiny, if you know what I mean. Oh, it has the names on the back. Oh, I didn't see that. It has the names of the shadows on the back. Oops. But I just think it looks really, really like expensive. There's a big mirror there, and I'm just so pleased how easy they were to blend out. Even like the darker colours, sometimes they can be a little bit harder to blend out, but they weren't. They were all really consistent. The pigmentation is there, and I just love it. Really, really love it. I think this was purchased in the UK from Harrods, and I believe it was £40. It's either 40 or 45. Can't remember, but I will leave the price somewhere on the screen. But so pleased. I really do recommend it. It is so worth it. You barely need to pick up any product for the pigmentation to be there, which is really, really good. So you know it's going to last a long time. But yeah, I do recommend you going out and purchasing it. So I all hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial / Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice palette review. Give it a big thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to click on the notification bell down below so you'll be notified every time I do new videos.